Call of Duty is going overboard for Modern Warfare 2. With Modern Warfare 2, we're going to have the biggest gun selection we've ever seen in a Call of Duty title at launch. We can expect between 70 and 80 guns at launch, and as of right now today, I can confirm 45 weapons that are in game files for Modern Warfare 2. So to start off with today, we're going to talk about the 45 weapons that we know about in Modern Warfare 2 and what the best weapons are in each weapon class. So to start off with, we need to talk about everyone's favorite class in any Call of Duty titles, the assault rifles. So the assault rifles, in descending order of best to worst, and all 10 that we know about are the M4A1, a gun that is highly versatile, can change multiple calibers, multiple barrel lengths, and can be used for multiple different types of combat, along with the fact that when you shoot it, it literally rings freedom. Then we have the ACR. The ACR is just a classic from the original Modern Warfare 2. We have the M13, which was a monster of a weapon in Modern Warfare 2019. Next up, we got the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger is very similar to the M13, except it sacrifices a little bit of damage for the internally suppressed barrel. Right in the middle of the pack, we have a gun that is so simple to use, it was designed for people who literally just drink vodka and eat potatoes. The AK-47. It's right in the middle of the pack, it's an average gun, and it has high damage, but suffers from high recoil as well. And next we have the SCAR. The SCAR is a great gun overall, but it suffers from small magazine sizes and a very slow rate of fire in comparison to other guns like the M4A1 or the M13. The next gun we got is the G36, the standard weapon of choice for most European countries right now. We also have the MTAR, which was called the Ram 7 in Modern Warfare 2019, the standard bullpup rifle that many people are acquainted with already. Next up, we got the M16. M16 is limited to 3-round burst. If you don't know what an M16 is, go watch any movie ever made about Vietnam. And the last weapon in the assault rifle category, the FAMAS. The FAMAS is pretty much a terrible gun. Has insanely high recoil and insanely high spread, is a bullpup design but was made very poorly. So it is at the very bottom of the assault rifles list. The next category to talk about is everyone's second favorite category in any Call of Duty title, SMGs. SMGs are usually compact, small guns that have a high rate of fire, high recoil, and have a very low range. Let's go ahead and start off by talking about our first weapon out of the 10 in total we have, the HK-53. HK-53 has a high rate of fire, very low recoil, and it is highly modular, so you can adjust different things on it like lasers, attachments, suppressors, all that stuff can be fully adjusted. The next SMG is the MPX. The MPX is very similar to the HK-53, however it suffers at range a lot more than the HK-53 does. Therefore, it's very high rate of fire, very narrow recoil, has great modularity, but it does not have the range that HK-53 does. Next up we have the MP5. MP5 is tried and true, great at range, has a little bit of recoil, high rate of fire, everyone's kind of used to it. However, number 4 is the MP7. The MP7 is nice, but it does not have the range that the MP5 does, and has a lot higher rate of fire, which in turn causes a lot higher recoil than the MP5. Next up we have the Vector. The Vector is a great gun, however it has a high rate of fire and very high spread pattern. So you can shoot it down a hallway and hit everything in the hallway, including the target, but you'll be out of ammo in about 3 seconds, which is why it kind of sits right in the middle of the list. Next we have the Vityaz. It's a typical Russian submachine gun that we see a lot of Russian armed forces using nowadays. However, it's Russian design, so it's very simple and can be broken very easily because a lot of people using it are drinking heavy amounts of vodka. Next up we have the AUG. The AUG is going to be specifically an SMG in this game. While it will be modular to be used as an assault rifle with 5.56 ammo, it will be a mainly SMG class. Next up we have the P90. The P90 is a great gun for high rate of fire, high ammo count, but the spread on the gun is ridiculous, and you will be able to hit literally everything in front of you. Next on the list we have the PP Bison. PP Bison is a great gun overall if it was 1970. It does not fill up to the modern day standards that we have for SMGs now, so it's pretty low on my list. Our last SMG on the list is a weapon used by gangs everywhere, the Uzi. Uzi allows you to hit the broadside of a barn with high rate of fire, but terrible accuracy, terrible recoil control, and a very small mag. It is quite possibly the worst SMG ever made, and it was really cheap to make, so that's why we see a lot of them in the world today. Our next category is snipers. And to start off the snipers category, everyone's favorite sniper rifle of all time, the Interventions, returning in Modern Warfare 2 2022. Next, we have the AX-50. The AX-50 is a very highly accurate sniper rifle that uses 50 caliber bullets, However, the fact that it is a manual bolt action puts it second on the list. Next up, we got the Barrett MRAD. Great sniper rifle overall, but is not designed to take shots as far away as the intervention is. And last on the sniper rifles list, the Remington MSR. Remington MSR is very similar to the MRAD, and I had a hard time picking between number 3 and 4 for this one. It's kind of the same as the MRAD in the first place. Our next category, shotguns. The M4 shotgun is the number 1 on my list just because it is highly versatile, comes in many different barrel lengths, and is very highly adjustable in combat. Second on my list is a personal fan favorite of mine, the Mossberg 580. It is a gun that's been used by the military for right around 40 years now, and is very proven and true. And last on the list we have the Remington 870. While the Remington 870 is good, it's designed for a little bit longer ranges than the 580 is, which causes problems because a shotgun is designed to paint every side of a room with bullets in one shot, and designed for close ranges, where the 870 is designed for a little bit more duck shooting than actual combat. Our next category is for people who want to lay down a high rate of fire and suppress an enemy. We're talking about LMGs. The number 1 LMG we got is the RAL. The RAL is great because it's lightweight, has a high rate of fire, and it sacrifices recoil for a little bit better mobility. Which personally, I'd rather have mobility with an LMG than have to sit in one spot and fire at an enemy and get sniped from behind. Next up we have the M249 SAW. It takes second on this list because it is a lot heavier than the RAL, which is why I pushed it back. However, it does also have high mobility and high modulity. You can use a belt-fed magazine, or you can use 30-round mags or 60-round mags intended for ARs in the M249 SAW, which gives it a little bit better edge over something like, say, our number 3 on the list, the HK21. The HK21 is really good. It's a very well-designed gun by Heckler & Koch. However, it also has a very high recoil due to it being a lower weight LMG. And the last on the list is the Negev. The Negev is only good for hitting everything in the area with a rate of fire for about 5 minutes inaccurate. This next class is for people who are highly accurate and can hit their shots, unlike me, battle rifle. Our number 1 battle rifle is the EBR-14. It has a great cycle time for a semi-auto. It allows you to hit shots accurately, however you sacrifice damage with the gun. Our number 2 weapon is the SPR-208. The SPR-208 has a very high damage and is a great battle rifle. However, it is bolt action, so you have to manually cock and load every single bullet after you shoot it. And last on our list is the Mark II carbine, which is great if you want to have an old western showdown in the middle of a street in the 1880s, but in modern day it just does not hold up. But it is still a very common weapon worldwide. This next category, you better be very desperate to be using this gun in combat. We're talking about pistols. Our number 1 pistol is the 1911. It's a gun so well made that it's still in use 111 years later. It is a great gun because it's fired in 45 ACP, which kills the soul. 9mm just kills the body. Our second weapon on the list is the Glock 17. It has a high rate of fire and is chambered in 9mm, but unlike the 45 ACP 1911, it doesn't kill the soul. Our third pistol on the list is the Desert Eagle. While the Desert Eagle is a great pistol though with high damage, it is really not what people think it is. It is a ridiculously high recoil gun that should not be used in combat and is more of a recreational shooting or just display piece than anything else. And our last weapon is the P320. If you're using a P320, you might as well just throw the gun at the enemy because you're going to do more damage with that. Our last category of weapons, launchers. There's no way to specifically rank launchers because they all have different aspects. Let's start off with the RPG-7. The RPG-7 is very highly versatile considering you can load it with anti-armor rounds or fragmentation rounds, so you can use it against vehicles or people. You have the Pilot, which is great for locking onto airborne targets and helps you eliminate them. It's basically just a stinger, but we call it something else in Modern Warfare 2019. The last one is the Strela. The Strela is a great gun because it has very low recoil for a launcher. However, it's wire guided, meaning you can very easily miss your target. And this all brings us to our very last weapon, the knife. The knife can be only used in close quarters combat. If you're using a knife, I'm a little bit worried about you unless you're these knives only. Modern Warfare 2 is going to have a great selection of guns. I just ranked all of them for you. And while these guns are great, they have to be used in specific circumstances. If you have a sniper rifle, it is only good at range. If you have an assault rifle, it's great for mid-range to long-range shots, but in close quarters combat, you're going to be beat by an SMG every time. You have to know when to use what guns and how to use them correctly. I recommend practicing with one gun, being very good at that gun. That way you can dominate with that gun, and when you move on to a different one, you'll have less of a learning curve than someone who jumps around between guns every single game. However, if you're not somebody who cares about the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, I have 2 videos right here for you to look at. The first one is about Hadir Karim being Khalid al-Assad in Modern Warfare 2, and the second one is about Makarov's return to the Modern Warfare reboot series and the unique way it's being done. However, comment below and tell me whether or not you agree with my listing of the weapons and rankings. Do you have a different reason why one should be ranked higher than another? Tell me. But until next time, I'm IceBurgZ. Remember, stay frosty.